BL2100, lab number 2. We have procedure B now. We'll be looking at the enzymes found in the stomach and the start of the upper digestive system here with the small intestine. We'll be looking at pepsinogen and the effects that different temperatures have on it. So we have a hot water bath, we have an ice bath, and we have a warm water bath set at 37 degrees or body temperature. First part of the procedure is to obtain a test tube rack and label our test tubes 1 to 8. And then we're going to add 5 milliliters of protein solution to each test tube. Test tube 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we have 5 milliliters of the protein solution, which we can see is slightly cloudy, to test tubes 1 to 8. Next part of the procedure, we're going to do nothing to tube number 1. We're not going to add anything to tube number 1. To tube number 2, we're going to add 5 drops of 10% hydrochloric acid solution. So we'll add 10 drops to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 drops of hydrochloric acid solution. And to tube number 3, we're going to add 10 drops of pepsinogen solution. And to test tube number 4, we're going to add 5 drops of HCl. And 10 drops of pepsinogen. Test tube number 5, we're going to add 5 drops of HCl. And 10 drops of pepsinogen. Test tube number 6, we're going to add 5 drops of HCl. And we're going to add 10 drops of boiled pepsinogen. So the boiled pepsinogen is the pepsinogen solution that has been boiled. And that's going into test tube number 6. Test tube number 7, we have 5 drops of HCl. And 10 drops of pepsinogen. And test tube number 8 is 5 drops of HCl. And 10 drops of salivary amylase. The source of the salivary amylase, of course, is saliva. And we're going to put 10 drops in here. Try and get 10 drops. Now we mix them all up. And we're going to place test tube number 4 in the test tube rack at room temperature. So this one will remain here at room temperature for 2 hours. test tube number 7 is going to be in the ice bath. And we're going to leave it there for 2 hours. And the remaining test tubes, all these test tubes here, are going to be put into the 37-degree water bath. And we're going to leave it here for 2 hours. So we'll place this whole rack in the hot water bath, warm water bath, and that's going to stay there for 2 hours at 37 degrees. Welcome back. After 2 hours of digestion, we have the following results in test tubes 1, 2, 3, 4. All solutions are cloudy, showing a presence of protein. Tubes 5, 6, 7, 8, all are cloudy except for tube number 5. Tube number 5 shows a clear solution, which would indicate that there isn't any protein present. So just a recap of the results. Test tube 1, we see is cloudy. The protein is still present. Obviously, there was no digestion occurring there. No digestion occurring in test tube 2. Test tube 3, protein is present, no digestion. Test tube 4 was at room temperature. It had all the components necessary for digestion, but it was at room temperature. It's still cloudy, so protein is still present. We don't know if perhaps the enzyme may have had a small bit of digestion going on there at that low temperature. Test tube 5, however, was at 37 degrees, and it had protein digestion, and it digested all the protein, so there's none left to turn the solution cloudy. Test tube 6, cloudy, digestion has not occurred there. There's no digestion. No digestion here. And in test tube 8, no digestion. There's a few chunks in there indicating perhaps salivary amylase has something to do with coagulating protein, but it certainly did not digest it. Okay, so you can complete your table 2 using those results and submit your lab report on the Dropbox. Thank you very much.